I am Kevin Price, delighted to be with you, talking to you today about you and your business. Already Wednesday. What day is it? Oh, anyway, I'm glad to be with you, glad to be able to have the opportunity to talk about what's happening out there in the business front. I want to begin right from the very beginning to mention that if you go to usdailyreview.com, that's our sister news website, usdailyreview.com, you can get information on joining me this week, Thursday and Friday, at a business expo that I'm going to be covering. It's a franchise expo. You always wondered about franchising? You're going to want to go to this event. I got free tickets for you over there at usdailyreview.com in the business page. Make sure you check it out. Jon Long, he's our guest here to talk about an innovative company that's helping to really make a difference in people in their homes and it starts with the mirror. Jon, welcome to the program today.
Thanks, Kevin. It's good to be here.
Real quickly, kind of tell us give us your elevator speech, if you will.
Elevator speech is we help homeowners love the mirrors they already have, and we do this by simply adding a custom decorative frame to their existing mirrors. And the important part is without taking them off the wall, without the cost and tear out that's normally incurred when you want framed mirrors. So we take the mess out of the equation, and just add a beautiful frame. Very simple, affordable, makes a huge difference in someone's bathroom.
Okay, and tell us the name of the company and give us the website. We'll start with that real early.
Okay, our company is called Miracle Frames. We spell it uniquely. It is a trademarked word, mirror, MIRRORCLE, frames. So Miracle Frames. You don't have to get crazy saying it, Miracle Frames. We just pronounce it Miracle Frames, but that is the spelling, and it's miracleframes.com. So, yes, sir.
Tell me what inspires you to start this company.
You know, my dad actually spent 35 years or so in the art and mirror business, and, he had a lot of people that loved the custom framed mirror look, and we really started off about a year before Miracle Frames building custom mirrors for builders. That had a very, very small niche, and we did very, very well with that. But more and more homeowners caught on to what we were doing. They saw what we were doing. They loved the look of the framed mirrors, and they kept asking us, love that look, want it in my bathroom. I just don't want to rip out the mirror I already have because I already have a mirror. Can you do something with what I already have? And so that's when we had the bright idea, well, what if we could frame an existing mirror? And that's exactly what we created. Me and my brother, Tim Jr., and my dad, Tim Sr., and our other partner, Brent Richards. A lot of history there in the art business as well. And so we started it almost 6 years ago. It'll be 6 years in April, and we're still trucking along, and now we're excited about franchising.
6 years in April, you started off franchising. Where are you corporately located? I'm assuming somewhere in the greater Houston area?
Yes, sir. We are 1960 and 45, so North Houston area, right south of Spring. We've been there from the beginning. If this thing keeps growing, don't know how much longer we'll be there, but that's where we're at right now. And
right.
Mm-hmm.
So with the franchises, will the franchises operate from... How do I phrase this? Maybe like sales reps for you. I mean, the franchises, or will they do it as well, or will they just take the mirrors and send them to you? How will that look?
Sure. Good question. And basically, we have tried when we had the idea to franchise, we thought, this is too good of a concept to be held to ourselves, and so we wanted to open it up to others. And we also realized that there's a ton of expense when it goes into the production aspect of not only the inventory, the materials, but actually building the frames. And so what we realized, and as we kind of went back to the drawing board, we realized, we can train somebody how to sell or do the in-home consultations, do all the measurements. We can train someone in how to install. But as far as the production aspect, that's one thing that we're going to keep ourselves to really simplify the model. And so for a franchisee, what they would be responsible for is all the day-to-day operations as it comes to the marketing of the product and the business, of the sales or the in-home design consultation, as we call it. And then lastly, the installation and the follow-up with the homeowner and with the customer. So again, we have really tried to strip it down to its bare, raw basics and make it very simple for our franchisees and strategic partners.
So talk about your strategic partners. What kind of companies are natural conduits for that?
Obviously, people that are in the home and service type businesses are great fits. However, far from limited to that. Our first franchisee, actually, they had history in the banking business and mortgage business. So the great thing about our concept is that you don't have to be a Mr. Handyman or a you fix it kind of person in order to do it. In fact, in some aspects, that could be a negative because we try to elevate our company over the, quote, typical contractor that can sometimes get a bad rap. We pride ourselves on customer service, on, dressing up and wearing slacks and not driving beaters and showing up on time. So we've tried to buck the typical, what people think of when they think of contractors. So really, anybody could be, a franchisee as long as they understand customer service and really taking care of the customer.
What percentage? When did you start franchising, by the way? We
started the planning in 2012, and we started marketing it last year. We got our first one there, actually in San Antonio, North San Antonio, and then of course we have the Expo coming up this weekend. So we are full steam ahead when it comes to franchising and putting the opportunity out there.
Well, you make sure you come by my booth at that Expo.
Absolutely.
I'm looking forward to interviewing a lot of the business owners there. Thanks for that segue, by the way, again. Make sure you check us out over at usdailyreview.com. Get your tickets, because it's a great opportunity to learn about businesses like yours, which I think is phenomenal. Right. Getting to get in on the, early. In terms of investment, you may not want to go into too much detail in the, on the radio show, sure. But kind of give me a sense of what kind of investment is required.
For anyone who understands franchising and knowing the cost that goes into typical franchises, I will say this, definitely like you mentioned, certainly come talk to us. We're not going to be at the low end of the totem pole as far as investments. We're certainly going to be far from the high end. So it is an affordable, I would say, middle of the road investment. There's not a lot of retail. Well, there's no retail space needed. And so depending on what you already have as far as trucks and trailers, that cost is only going to go down. But it is, like I said, middle of the road and affordable for someone who's in that market looking for to invest in a franchise.
In your business plan, what percentage of your franchisees are going to be already in the business, in some way or another? What percentage?
That's a great question, and I'll say this: we set out and we had we thought we knew exactly who our franchisee strategic partners would be, and that model is kind of shifting, and so. I'll say this, I think we're a little bit early in the game to really nail down exactly who our franchisees, what they are, the avatar, if you will. But, like I said, we have a lot of interest from people right now that are from the home improvement realm just because they understand it. They understand customer service and what it takes to work in someone's home and keep a clean home, keep the customer happy, and go above and beyond expectations.
Right. Well, listen, John, I appreciate it so much, your time. Jon Long, give your website one more time.
MiracleFramesplural.com, MIRRORCLE, framesplural.com, miracleframes.com. Again, we're going to be down at the Franchise Expo South. Come by and talk to us this weekend. We'll have our recruitment reps there. Our whole team will be there, the owners. We're going to be booth 423. Again, Kevin, thank you for having us on.
You bet. When we come back, much more for you. Do want to remind you, best content here shows up over there at usdailyreview.com, where today you can get free tickets to that expos that John just talked about. Check that out over there in the business section of usdailyreview.com, and stay tuned for more right after this.